glorious. No, I won't give in till I'm victorious. And I will defend.
What's going on, everybody? You already know your boy Menace back in InternetSmarks. My Raw. Fucking Raw rant, man. I'm tired of the bullshit. This is getting crazy every damn time. What do you think? Yo, what's going on, everybody? You already know your boy Menace, InternetSmarks. We back in the building. I don't even know what to call last night's Raw. That was not a night of wrestling. That was a night of segments. I believe I added all together 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matches that I can remember. And for the rest of those 3 hours, it was just segment after segment after segment after segment. Like, yo, you killing me with this right now. Like, it was already to the point where they were doing pointless matches, but now they're not even having matches. Now it's just pointless segments, which I don't get. Like, before I even get into this, so I seen that supposedly Vince was upset at the way that the Brock segment had turned out, and that Brock ended up being cheered in his hometown. You're upset about that, but you're not upset about the entire piece of crap that the entire show was. No, right? That doesn't bother you. The stuff y'all mess up on a weekly basis doesn't bother you. But a person not being booed in their hometown, that bothered you. Oh, man. Anyway, so they started off the night with some whole thing of Seth stealing Jericho's list. Now, I say this is pointless because it was supposed to lead up to the fact that if Jericho didn't find his list, supposedly he wasn't going to fight in the triple threat match at the end of the night. He ended up getting his list back early anyway. He still ended up fighting in the match. And so, again, the whole point of his list being stolen changed nothing. So it was a pointless segment to start it off the night. Bailey segment. Bailey arm wrestling with Dana. Arm wrestling. Yeah, Dana asked for a rematch. The winner of the match asked for the rematch. And then the rematch is an arm wrestling match. That she was about to lose the second time, so she attacked Bailey. And it's pointless. It's like the word that's synonymous with WWE now is pointless. We also had a segment with, let's see, what other one? Trying to think. I had so much talking last night, I can't even remember what all the segments were. You had the Brock segment. You had Jericho segment. You had Roman and Rusev talking. You had the women's segment. Another one, Mick. I get it, the emotion and everything, cool. But I guess I was just so upset about how whack Raw was already that I just wasn't for it. I didn't care to see you get all emotional and look at me when I'm talking to you. I don't care about none of that. Blah, blah, blah. Because at the end of the day, we know that they're not going to do what you did. Oh my God, this is just sad Raw. Let's go through what matches they did have. Enzo against Carl Anderson. Enzo beat Carl Anderson. Surprise there. Pointless. What does it matter? None of them are getting a title shot. They're facing each other. Sheamus and Cesaro. They defeat the New Day. That was Bailey's arm wrestling match with Dana. It counts as one of the 5 matches I had for the night. Golden Truth and Shining Stars. With the major botch moment of Mark Henry pushing... what was his name? I'm so tired of him. Oh, Titus O'Neil. He pushed it and he jumped up onto the ring and... Oh my God, they're really getting me sick with this shit. And Brian Kendrick got beaten by Rich Swann and then goes back to another segment. I'm about to cry. Another segment of him talking or trying to convince the Cruiserweight champ to lay down and give him the belt because this is his last shot. And if he doesn't get it now, he'll never get another shot again. All this emotional stuff they're trying to pull out of people is just beyond me. Oh yeah, Braun Strowman was supposed to be facing Sammy. Another waste. Pointless. Pointless Raw. And from I think that's it. So you had a full night of talking, and a couple stupid matches. No real main event. Oh, yeah. The funny part from the main event. So there was the triple threat match. Jericho against Kevin Owens against Seth Rollins. Really a handicap match. Jericho and Kevin Owens against Seth Rollins. So again, what's the point of a triple threat match if it was just going to be a handicap match? But I will say the part that I laughed at extremely was the fact that Seth pinned them both to win. Not one, but both of them. So again, pointless. What was the point of having 2-on-1 if he was able to beat both of them by himself? Now, if he goes on and faces Kevin Owens and loses, it's kind of backwards. He can beat both of these guys alone, but he can't beat one of them by himself. Like, I don't know, but that's pretty much my run through of Raw. This was not something I could really recap, so I'll just give my details. I didn't even go in order, as you can tell. I'm just running through it because I'm not excited, and it was nothing to be excited about. This is a pretty much all-around stupid show. From a 1 to 10, I gave it a 1. If I could, like, there's nothing exciting about it. If I missed something, you really didn't miss anything, so. But yeah, y'all follow us. We'll be back with the SmackDown recap. Well, we know SmackDown be putting on, so SmackDown, NXT, and any other news that comes out, we'll be back with the Smart Talk. Follow us, InternetSmarks1 on Twitter. We always live tweeting the events and posting any news that's going on. And yeah, stay tuned with the team, man. InternetSmarks. Salute.
Make sure to follow us on Twitter at InternetSmarks1 for all newsrooms and updates for everything WWE, as well as live tweets for all WWE programming.